Welcome to our A2 Tech 360 2025 kickoff webinar. As we get started here, if you are new to us, new to A2 Tech 360 or Tech Trek, let me know that in the chat. Or if you or your company has done this for a couple of years, you could put that in the chat as well. How many years you've participated in Tech Trek. We'll be able to kind of customize some of our questions and answers as we go through. So welcome to our webinar kickoff. I'm Lydia Mitchell. I am the new program manager for A2 Tech 360 here at Ann Arbor SPARK. I've been on board since February. I'm really excited to be involved and be heading up the logistics for everything A2 Tech 360. We are excited today to kick off A2 Tech 360 because it is our Tech Trek 10-year anniversary. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is A2 Tech 360, what does the lineup look like, we'll talk about some sponsorships, and then we'll dig right into Tech Trek, what to expect, how to get the most out of the experience for your company and your booth, and we'll hopefully be able to answer your questions along the way. So the first thing we'll talk about is celebrating that 10 years of Tech Trek. We're really excited to have been doing this for 10 years. Some of you may know this started as a tour of tech companies downtown Ann Arbor, kind of open house style, and now it's really a hybrid. We put tents out on Liberty Street between 5th and Division, as well as invite companies with a downtown footprint to open their doors on Tech Trek Day. We will be on October 3rd this year. That's Friday, right before the University of Michigan's homecoming. So we hope that kind of wraps into bringing some new folks and alumni into Tech Trek. And we're hoping to make it the biggest, most interactive year yet. You'll see why in just a minute with we've got a couple other new surprises for the lineup. But we would not be here without our sponsors. These are our 2024 sponsors for A2 Tech 360, and we're so incredibly grateful for their contribution to Ann Arbor SPARK and to this great effort. So if your logo is not on this slide and you'd like to see it on this slide or elsewhere throughout A2 Tech 360, we invite you to connect with Laura Baraducci, and we will make sure that her contact information is available to you. Here's our lineup for A2 Tech 360. We will start on September 24th with 2 partner events. And then the first SPARK hosted event is one of our newest events on September 25th with the Business of Life Sciences. So that's a new event to the lineup, and we're really, really excited about it. You'll see the other events that we typically do and the dates. We've located the venues, and we'll get a save the date out later early in the summer with some more details about each of these events. The other thing that you'll see that is new is that we are bringing our Tech Homecoming event into the A2 Tech 360 lineup. So we'll go Thursday, October 2nd with Tech Homecoming, and then October 3rd, we will do Tech Trek and Tech Talk. And that's the other new exciting thing for Tech Trek this year is we are going to build up a stage in Liberty Plaza and bring that Tech Talk content right into the Tech Trek timeline. So we will have a couple hours of content throughout the Tech Trek window on that stage in Liberty Plaza. So we will be launching a nomination form for Tech Talk in early June. And we hope that really kind of brings a sense of excitement and that demo, that show and tell to the Tech Trek event. And then as you can see on this slide as well, we will also, in addition to these 8 events that SPARK hosts, we will invite partners to host events throughout the 10-day period. That webinar and kickoff is next week on May 15th. All right. So that's our lineup for this year. And then a couple things that are new. I've talked about celebrating 10 years. We will also welcome back the WCC Entrepreneurial Program food vendors to be part of Tech Trek on that Friday. We also will be working with local schools all across the county to bring more students. We know we'll have a minimum of about 80 to 100 CTE students from Washtenaw County come do a tour, but we're also going to invite you to answer some questions on the application that help us connect you with students. So for folks that have a downtown footprint, we're going to be helping schedule tours of those student groups to come take a look at your offices, as well as trying to help the students do some targeted planning ahead of time of which booths to check out based on their level of interest. So you may see a few new questions on the Tech Trek application to help us align that and create a really meaningful student experience with your booths. And then I also talked about Tech Trek or Tech Talk on Liberty Plaza, which will be taking place this year. So we're very excited about that. All right. So what is Tech Trek? For those of you who are brand new, we want to make sure you have a great picture of it. So Tech Trek takes place downtown on Friday, October 3rd, and we have about 60 tents right there on Liberty Plaza. So for folks who don't have a footprint downtown, you're invited to apply to have a 10 by 10 tent and some asset space to showcase your innovative business and your tech that you're building here in Washtenaw County. So we hope it brings the public in, gives you a chance to kind of show your brand, tell your story to the public, but also bring awareness to what you're doing. If you are hiring or you're recruiting, we want to be able to highlight that. And for folks who are going to be who have a footprint downtown and might be doing an open house, we are going to engage the local pedicabs and create kind of a schedule for the pedicabs to take folks to those stops. So we did get some feedback last year from participants that they really kind of missed that open house piece, getting to see the spaces that are downtown. And so if you have that footprint downtown and you want to do that, we want to make that as welcoming as possible. So we're really going to work together to build the map to facilitate the ease of walking from business to business, but we'll also bring in those local pedicabs to make sure that everyone is able to get to your spot. What we hope you'll bring to Tech Trek is something interactive, something where you can show off your tech, something that's visually interesting. We'll have lots of folks, we'll have cameras and photographers out, but the marketing team recommends that you try to have it really social media ready. Make sure your space is bright colors and really shows off your brand. And certainly it's a bonus if you have, interactive games or activities or giveaways, something to really draw folks in to your booth. And so I would invite folks who have participated before to drop in the chat any recommendations that they have, things that have worked really well for them. So does anyone have any tips or tricks for the trade that they might be willing to share with the group? Anything that worked really well last year that you think would be great? So someone dropped in the chat, videos running on a screen really bring people in from the crowd and show things off. Anything big and visible in the crowds are helpful too. Sarah recommends snacks as well. Thank you so much for those recommendations. Really appreciate it. So what will your space look like? We will provide a 10 by 10 tent for your use. If you do have an additional asset or you need more than that 10 by 10, we can do some adjacent space. And we will ask you those questions on the applications. We will also provide a table and 2 chairs as well as linens on that table. And you will also have access to electricity. Again, on the application, we will ask you if you need anything kind of special as far as access to those things, and then we'll try to work with you to make sure that we've got that available to you. Your booth will also be listed on our event website. And you'll have the marketing team's help. Our marketing team is your marketing team, so we'll help promote your attendance at the event, and we'll talk a little bit about that on the next slide. So what we ask you to bring is that energy, your show and tell, your excitement about your company, and what you have to show off. So what can you expect from Tech Trek? Last year we had 60 booths and 5 stops that were around downtown. We had the foot traffic of about 1,300 folks. And we had, first-time attendees, we had students, folks looking for jobs, but we also had working professionals. Kind of anecdotally, I just started in February, and I've had a number of folks, say, oh, we really love Tech Trek. So-and-so who works here, we met them at Tech Trek 5 years ago. So we have really great stories about folks who've connected with another company or connected with someone in the community that really then ended up benefiting their company here at Tech Trek. We will also do out-of-market advertising to other areas, specifically since it's homecoming the following day, right, we'll market to Madison, Wisconsin, because that's who we're playing, but we'll also target some other out-of-market media. And then starting in July, you'll see us all around town. So bus ads and a big banner on our building, as well as local media. So our marketing team here at Spark will do that work to make sure that that your company gets that promotion by participating in Tech Trek. So like I said, you'll see us around town. We will have photo and video crews on site during the day to keep that excitement going. So we'll have great photos of what's happening. So we look forward to everyone's application so that we can really grab onto the kinds of things that you plan to share and market at Tech Trek so that we can market you both in the county and about. Okay, so what are our timelines? We will send you, the next slide will have the application, but we'll also send it out in the post-event email. So you have time to apply, and then in July, we'll start our marketing with a save the date, and registration will open in late July. And then once you're accepted and confirmed in August, we'll kind of touch base again, make sure we know all the details that you need to have a successful trip. And then on October 3rd is Tech Trek. All right, so that's the application, and you can get started today with that. You can also find any information any questions you have. Many of the answers are on an FAQ on our website at a2tech360.com, which you can also get to by going through the Spark website. And if you have any questions, I'm available via email anytime. I'm also here at the office at Central, so if you're around and you want to talk about what you're trying to do or you have questions, just reach out to me and I'd be happy to meet with you as well. All right, are there any questions? Or things I didn't touch on, Spark team who's on the call? So the cost once you're accepted, the cost to have a tent is $150. Thanks for that question. Other questions? Great. Well, we look forward to folks getting their applications in and reaching out to you with your acceptance and the further details. And we're really looking forward to a great event.